Hey there, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to Hollywood Highlights with Mike Woolfolk. I am your host, the one and only Mike Woolfolk. Listen, we've got a pretty cool thing to talk about this week. We will give you a look at the new movie in theaters this weekend a bit later, but I want to start with a trailer that just dropped this week, and there is all kinds of local buzz about it because it is about Flint's own Claressa Shields. She has a movie coming out. It's coming out, I believe, for the holidays, Christmas, and it is what's known as a biopic because it's about her life, her, growing up here in Flint, her getting into boxing as a young teen, and her rise to Olympic gold medal stardom, and then, of course, championship pro stardom as well in not only the boxing ring, but also the mixed martial arts arena. So I'm going to give you a look at the trailer, and then I'm going to bring in a special guest, and we're going to talk about all of this. So here it is, the trailer for The Fire Inside.
I'm here to pay my mom's bill.
So you're her, right? You're the boxer?
Yeah, our golden girl.
There was a girl named Claressa came into the gym tonight. What you think about girls boxing?
Don't see no reason why she can't. She got hands.
Hey, Mama.
Talk to you, man.
I'm on to bed. I got training in the morning.
When you win that prize money, you get our own place. Just us.
USA Boxing hasn't won a gold medal since 2004.
Yeah, well, none of them boxers was Claressa, was it?
As long as I'm boxing, I'm gonna be okay.
So you on a path, and everything you see out there is just one more thing to get in your way.
What you doing?
You think I don't know about what it's like to be 16? Hormones all everywhere?
Don't nobody want to hear about your nasty hormones.
Oh, you don't? Well, I'm gonna tell you, though.
When you gonna rep for Nike?
Soon, bruh, soon. What's this?
That good protein.
Can I at least have some fries?
Coach Jason say no French fries.
We going to China for the qualifiers. And after that, it's London. Can't nobody beat me. This just ain't what I thought it would be. All these people getting these endorsements. Meanwhile, I can barely pay my mama rent.
Maybe it just take more time.
I would love to represent Claressa. Just much harder with women athletes.
It's not fair, but people expect female athletes to behave a certain way.
I won that gold medal by being me. What happened to staying true to who you are?
It's way bigger than boxing, Russ. So it's gonna be up to you to show who Claressa Shields really is.
If I'm trained for the second gold medal, I'm gonna need exactly what the men get.
Is it the money? Is it the recognition?
Money is recognition. This ain't just about me. This is for all the women.
Folks around here know that if Claressa Shields can do it, they can too.
You've seen more in your 16 years than most people seen in their entire lifetime. I want you to take that fire inside of you and turn it into something good.
Yo, you represent out there. Show 'em how we do it in Flint.
All right, so we're all excited to talk about not only the film, but also a little bit about Claressa herself. So I want to bring in our Mid-Michigan Now sports director, Alex Iceman. Alex, thanks for taking time to join us. I know Fridays are busy for you because it's high school football day, but I figured it would be good to have you on and just to talk a little bit because Claressa is, she has become a sports icon here in Flint. So what are your thoughts? I mean, having watched the trailer now and knowing that this film is coming out about her, what kind of excitement does this instill?
Yeah. First of all, thanks for having me as well, Mike. This is really cool. That was my first time seeing the trailer, and initially, I mean, it gets you just fired. Like, I'm a combat sports guy. Like, it just gets me excited to see kind of a more in-depth look on her upbringing here in Flint. And with some of the stuff in the trailer, even her being an inspiration to the youth in Flint. I was able to see that firsthand just last week at the boxing event at Door Financial Center. She was there. She was out talking to little girls and little boys and being a role model for them. So just having the experience of seeing that early on, I haven't been working this job all that long. And just seeing the impact that she has with the young community here is pretty special.
I know you're just getting your feet wet in the market, and I'm already bringing you on to talk about the icon who's been here forever. But you're a pro. You know what you know what you're doing. I mean, a lot of folks they look at Claressa and her success and the fact that she has come out of Flint, a city that has clearly been through its ups and its downs from literally time immemorial. The birthplace of General Motors, all the auto plants that were here that sort of built this place into a great middle class mecca, and then sort of the downfall from all of that as the plants closed off and the city lost a lot of folks, and the economy here dropped off. Here comes Claressa, this young girl who's just trying to make good coming out of the hood, so to speak. And she gets this opportunity to box as a young girl. And, probably back when she was first getting into this, people were like, a girl boxing, really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's just become one of the pioneers of the sport. I mean, you take her, you take Amanda Serrano, you take Katie Taylor, and even Layla Ali was really kind of the first person to put a spotlight on women's boxing. But you think about how far the sport's come since Claressa burst onto the scene at the Olympics up until now. Like there's so many more eyes on the sport, and she shouldn't just be recognized as one of the greats. She should be recognized as one of the pioneers, and that's what I feel like just from watching that trailer that it's gonna kind of hit home on is how much she's done for growing the sport of women's boxing.
Yeah, interesting. You mentioned Layla Ali, and of course, she had the pedigree and the heritage of her father, the late great Muhammad Ali. Claressa just sort of came onto the scene. She didn't have that kind of pedigree and history behind her to have been hooked up with her coach and to get to the point where she could make the Olympic trials, actually get to the games in London, and then win the gold medal.
Yeah, and it's crazy also because of how young she was at the time. Like you think about 2012, that's what, 12 years ago now. She was 17. She's 29 years old right now, and being able to beat grown women in the Olympic Games, the best of the best at 17 years old, is just remarkable.
And then to go pro immediately and continue to beat grown women, literally like into submission. I mean, even now when you go to one of her fights, she's not fighting what do you want, slouches or anything. She's fighting other good fighters, and then they get in the ring and she just dominates.
Yeah, and like and the fact that she's been able to do it. I think her last two fights, they haven't been in Flint, but she's headlined events in Detroit. So not just her dominating these opponents, but also kind of bringing it back to the state of Michigan, which has a very rich history of boxing. And I think that's kind of I think that's what's really cool about her, is that she has never forgotten where she's come from. And she's really trying to make a difference in this state, which, as a native Michigander, I can appreciate a ton, just trying to get eyes back to the sports scene as a whole in this state as well.
Absolutely. And I think, she's able to command, in terms of the marketing of these events, she's able to command, where they're going to take place. It's not like, oh, this is going to be a major prize fight, so it has to be in Vegas or it has to be in New York. She can say, no, I want it to be in my hometown, Flint.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, is she has helped. Again, I'm going to go back to last week's boxing card. She was there. It was her kind of promotion that was putting on this event, and she was there supporting all of these kind of unheralded but extremely talented boxers. Like, they were the athletes who were fighting on this card they looked very good. A lot of them 1 to no losses, but they're not getting these opportunities, and she's serving as kind of the platform for other talented boxers in the city of Flint to get more eyes on them and get better opportunities moving forward.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's bringing others up behind her, and not just women. You were able to go to that event and actually talk to some of those younger boxers who are, I think are they training under her, or is she promoting them? What's that relationship?
So they're signed to the same promotion company, essentially. Claressa is the crown jewel of this promotion. And these other boxers that were competing last week were signed to the same promotion, but obviously don't have the same recognition and pedigree as Claressa does.
Well, that'll change fairly quickly, I'm sure. Yeah. Just hang with her. She is the GOAT after all. Mm-hmm. Okay, before I let you go, a quick question: are you into the Transformers?
The old ones, like, that came out in the 2000s. The newer ones, I'm not as tapped into, I guess.
Okay, so today the new Transformers 1 movie's in theaters.
Really?
Yeah, and it's as I understand, somewhat of an origin story. So you kind of get the history of how they came from their planet. I was never a really big Transformers fan until some of these the movies came out in the last decade or so. So I'm not really all hip to everything. But the new movie's out. I'm going to show the trailer. I know you got to run because you got to get ready for Friday Night Rivals. What's the big game tonight? Do we have a game of the week?
Game of the week is Corona and Owasso. Big rivalry game. Both teams are undefeated. Super excited.
You gonna be live for it? Are you going to be live at 6 from that game?
I will be.
All right. Well, we'll see you then, my friend. Hey, listen, thanks for taking time to talk a little Claressa Shields with us again. The Fire Inside is about her life and her rise in the world of boxing. And it comes out on Christmas Day, as you saw there on the trailer. Alex Iceman, our Mid-Michigan Now sports director, taking a few moments to chat with us. Alex, have a good afternoon. We'll see you tonight at 6.
You too, Mike. Thanks again for having me. This was a lot of fun.
All right, bud. We'll see you again soon.
Yep.
So talking more about the Transformers again, because that is coming up. Actually, it's in theaters right now. They actually did the Thursday previews last night. It is in theaters this weekend. It's got a local voice, or at least a Michigan voice is in it, because Keegan-Michael Key is in this. Also, we should mention Brian Tyree Henry, who you saw is going to be in the Fire Inside, the Claressa Shields movie. He also is voicing a character in this new Transformers movie. So busy time for him as well. We're going to give you a look at the trailer for Transformers 1 in case you want to go check that out. We'll come back on the other side, wrap things up on this edition of Hollywood Highlights. Here's the trailer for Transformers 1 in theaters right now.
For thousands of years, we have been at war. But before, we were enemies. We were like brothers.
You ready?
Always ready. Let's punch in.
Hey, watch where you're going!
What did you say?
It's not like he can transform. Hey, Darkwing!
Oh, my finger can transform. Guess which one? Allow me. I appreciate you having my back. No matter what.
What Is that?
Sending location coordinates. We're under attack!
An SOS message from the surface.
Fantastic!
It's time to show them we are more than meets the eye.
A cave with teeth. Nothing scary about that. Holy Primus.
I see strength in you. Take these and access your full potential.
He can transform now!
How do we use these things?
Come on!
My head.
How you choose to use this power is up to you. We roll out.
What?
Louder.
Transform and roll out!
I want to help build a better world. Like you said, we can be so much more.
Maybe it's just me, but he's different.
Yeah, no, I picked up on that.
I picked up on that too.
What happened to my best friend?
Burn it down! All of it!
We have to stop him.
We could have built the future together.
I don't think so.
Decepticons! Rise up! Incoming!
Come on!
Awesome!
That's what I'm talking about!
Now is the time for us to stand up. Together. As one.
Look, that's Starscream, and you're Shockwave and Soundwave.
Enough.
Gosh, raise your hand if Wave is in your name. There's a lot of Wave.
All right, so that's a look at Transformers 1. Again, that's in theaters now. Keegan-Michael Key, Steve Buscemi, Lawrence Fishburne, John Hamm, Chris Hemsworth, all among the voice cast in this film, along with Brian Tyree Henry, who also will appear in The Fire Inside, which was our main focus this afternoon, the biopic about our very own Claressa Shields coming out on Christmas Day. That's going to wrap things up for Hollywood Highlights on this Friday. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We will see you tonight at 6 on Mid-Michigan Now on NBC 25. Courtney Bennett is in at 10 and 11 tonight, so we will see you then. Have a great afternoon.